Hi, everyone. I'm Heather, Floreo's Director of Customer Success, and I'm joined, as always, by the amazing Marcia, our Director of Therapy Content. Thanks so much for being here with us for this very special edition of our Fireside Chat. Today's session is extra exciting because we're not only diving into one of our newest lessons, Pool Party Safety 2, the challenge, but we're also giving you an exclusive first look at Floreo's brand new Coach Browser experience, officially launching in just a few weeks. This update is a big one. With the new browser-based setup, coaches no longer need an iPad to guide sessions. Whether you're on a desktop, laptop, or tablet, you can now run Floreo directly from your browser, making setup simpler and more flexible than ever. As we walk through the lesson in a moment, you'll notice some key improvements. The lesson controls and banners have moved into the transcript section, a streamlined command center where everything you need is right at your fingertips. This captures interactions from the lesson in real time, from the prompts you deliver as a coach, to in-lesson dialogue from the characters, to the buttons that move the lesson forward and collect data. It's all designed to give you better visibility, better control, and a smoother coaching experience. Now, to kick things off, I'm thrilled to hand it over to Marcia, who's going to share what makes Pool Party Safety 2 such a powerful and timely new addition to the Floreo library. Take it away, Marcia.
Thanks, Heather. Hi, everyone. So great to be back with you all for our latest Fireside Chat. We're here to talk about our new Coach browser experience. So exciting. And we're also here to talk about our next edition in the Pool Party series, which is the challenge. So for those who are familiar and have played Pool Party Safety 1, that one is very much tutorial version of this lesson. So that is going to be wonderful for learners who are maybe just learning about kind of pool safety rules, water safety rules, expected behaviors around water. But if you have a learner who either already has some exposure to some of those concepts or has spent a lot of time in level 1, we can call it, of pool party safety, this can be a great next step because this lesson does involve a lot more application of skills. So we are going to get started because I think there's no better way to talk about this lesson other than walking through it and talking about it together. And we can also highlight some of those amazing coach features that Heather was just sharing. So Heather, are you ready to start?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get going. So I guess before we jump in, Heather, should we quickly talk about this new library page that everyone sees?
Yeah, I'm so excited about how much easier it is to find the content that everyone's looking for. All of the great content that you and your team are building is going to be much easier to find, much easier for people to filter to find the lessons that are most applicable to their learners.
All right, are you ready to jump in, Heather?
I'm ready. Let's dive in.
Let's do it. All right, so you can also see that this is a new page that appears similar to the iPad, but we have a lot more information available. You can see these accessibility requirements. This essentially just tells you as a coach what you'll expect or what you can expect or what you will see in a lesson. So we have VR movement. So if you're working with a learner that's maybe more sensitive to VR movement, this will be good information for you to have. We know that this lesson is going to require some English reading and comprehension skills, and the learner will need to have head mobility range of 360 degrees because there are things happening all around them. And you can expect to see these sorts of accessibility requirements for all of our lessons in our library. And you can also see right here, here's Pool Party Safety, the basics. All right. Wow. Look at this amazing loading screen.
It's so much faster to start the lesson, and it's also a more stable experience.
That's right. So here we are.
I'm so excited to see my favorite character, Alejandro, here in his cool Hawaiian shirt.
With Brandon. Really exciting to see our new teens making more appearances and lessons. And this is also just want to call out this lesson transcript section. This is what Heather was mentioning earlier. So instead of coach banners or coach guidance that appear on the bottom of your iPad screen, we now have them on the left side. And not only is it have does it have, excuse me, the banners, the coach buttons. It also includes a running transcript. So every single thing that the characters are saying will appear on this right side for the coach to have reference. So pretty exciting stuff. So here we can see the very first thing is telling us what to do. Press that start button to begin. So let's get started. Make sure my volume is up.
Hey, you made it. We've been waiting for you to get the party started.
But there's a problem. The pool rules went missing.
Oh no.
We can't go swimming until we find them all. We think they blew away somewhere around the pool area.
And don't forget, we need a floaty nearby, and we have to ask a grown-up before we swim.
Once that's all done, the party can start.
Awesome. So I think for many people who have joined us in previous fireside chats, you know that one thing we've really been focused on at Floreo is making these experiences feel really, really immersive. And we're trying to do that by having some of the instructions provided by characters in the experience. So here we had Brandon and Ale, who essentially tell us what our quest is today. We want to get this pool party started, but some things are missing. We don't have a grown-up around. We need a floaty. And so now you as the learner are on a quest to get all of these things in order so that we can start our pool party. So you'll also notice something new about this experience. In Pool Party 1, we're with Myra, and she simply tells us about the different rules, specifically at pool, but most of those pool rules also apply to general water safety. So here, we're trying to see if learners understand these rules, and we're checking for their knowledge through some discrimination practice. So as they move around the pool, there'll be two sets of signs that are available to them. One sign will be what you can expect to see when you're around water. The other sign is going to be just a community sign that they might see every day in their life, but probably not relevant when they're at the pool or near water. So Heather, you did an awesome job. You picked out the first rule, which was no swimming alone. You matched it to the rule on your clipboard. And now I think we're ready to keep going. So let's keep moving.
And I love that your team built in the option to skip directly to rule number 2 in case my learner maybe has trouble fixating on the arrows to move forward. As the coach, we can always tap to move forward to help our learner out.
Yeah, and I'm going to actually skip that button or press that button to skip to rule 2. This also is an accessibility feature. So as I mentioned, we have those requirements at the start of the lesson. We mentioned that VR movement is one of them. So if you also have a learner that gets motion sickness, this is a way to bypass that so they can still participate in the experience without experiencing any discomfort. All right, we found the pool floaties. So now we have to pick one for the party. So again, in Pool Party 1, Myra tells you about the different items you see, which ones are good and safe choices for the pool versus ones that maybe aren't safe. So here, Heather picked that pillow, I think.
I might have picked the pillow, I might have picked the watermelon, but either way, not a good choice, Heather.
Either way, those are not going to be the safe choices for while you swim. So let's pick something else. We got lots of floaties all around.
I love this dolphin. I think he's so cute.
I love the dolphin too, and that is the perfect floaty. And the cool thing is, in Pool Party 2, when you pick that floaty, you now get to carry it around with you. And look what appeared underneath the floaty. Some more missing signs. So here you'll see we have one of our rules is for the pool, and the other is not. This is a sign that you'll see in your everyday life, but probably not best for the pool. And I want to call out something else that we're seeing on our transcript here on the right. This is another accessibility feature. So Heather had mentioned that maybe you have a learner who has a hard time fixating on that player movement marker. Same thing, you might have a learner that may have trouble fixating on some of these icons. Perhaps they don't have full range of motion for their neck and their head. And so you'll see here that we have two continue options. One says learner selected the pool rule. The other says learner selected the non-pool rule. And this is the data collection, right? We know that Floreo is collecting lots of data while our learners are going through the experience. So maybe your learner is not able to fixate on that pool rule, but they can tell you which of those icons is for the pool, and you can make that selection as the choice. So Heather, why don't we do a little demo of this, and which one is what do we need for our clipboard?
Well, I think the yellow one is school side, if I recall correctly. We're walking, we need to be aware that there are some school children maybe that could be in the area. So I think it's the other one that's over there.
Oh, yeah. So I think you're right, Heather. That one is our pool rule. So here I'm going to select this button. She got it right. Awesome. So what rule is this? Now we have to actually match it to the right rule on our clipboard.
So it looks like it's telling me not to push people into the pool, which is a really good idea.
Yes, that's right. We all like to feel comfortable and safe when we're around the pool. Nicely done. And you'll notice that those same two buttons appeared. This will appear for many, many parts of lessons where there is what we call a fixation check. And that's the learner looking at something in the lesson to either make it move or to select it. And so this is another accessibility feature that we have available. All right, we're going to skip to rule 3. And you'll notice that in addition to Brandon and Ale, we have lots of our other friends at the pool. We have Myra and Nikki hanging out, doing a little lounging. And we also have 2 more rules in front of us. Nicely done. Good looking, Heather.
I've been practicing to make sure. What happens if I put it into the wrong spot, Marcia?
Well, if it goes into the wrong spot, you'll get a little pop-up box like this that tells you what the rule means. So here you thought that it meant no diving, but really what this rule means is that you need to call for help if someone needs it. So if someone's in the water and having a hard time, the safest thing to do is to call for help and not try to save them yourself. So good looking. That one is call for good looking. That one is call for help. And when the learner has made the correct selection, they're going to get that pop-up box again. That reinforces what that rule is and that decision was the correct choice. Let's keep going. All right, here we have Myra from pool 1. She's chatting with Ayana. They're hanging out. Oh, and there we have more rules. Nice looking, Heather.
I definitely know what this one is. No running by the pool. To tell my kids that every time we go.
Definitely no running. No running by the pool. It's wet, it's slippery, you can hurt yourself. All right, 2 more to go. And now you can see we are finding ourselves closer to all those grown-ups. So I think we might need to do something else because
Are you looking for these signs?
Oh, how about that?
I am looking for these signs. Thanks for pointing them out to me.
See. Nice looking, Heather. What rule is this?
This one is definitely the no diving this time.
That is no diving. Great work. Oh, and now we have an opportunity to practice asking for that adult supervision. So in pool party 1, Myra just tells you about different adults and who's available versus who's not available. And so now we have an opportunity to actually practice asking some adults for supervision. So Heather, do you want to ask this lady if she wants to watch you while you swim?
I do, because I really like her shoes.
I like her shoes too, hot pink. All right, let's practice asking her.
Oops. Hey, lady with the cool shoes, could you please watch me while I swim?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't watch you while you swim. Maybe one of the other grown-ups can.
Yeah, it looks like she's busy reading something on her Kindle or some other tablet that she owns. And again, just want to call out that we have the banners for the coaches, tells you what you say. It also has, this will be replaced with character names once we're a little bit down the line with our development on the browser experience. But it also has what this character said. So maybe if you're doing telehealth model, can't always hear what's coming out of the headset, but I can see what's being said by the character in the scene. All right, now we have a few more people that we can ask. We got a man at the grill, a man talking, or a woman standing. So Heather, who would you like to ask?
Well, I don't think I should ask the man at the grill because he's busy making our food. So I think I'm going to talk to the man that's talking.
Man that's talking? It's a good choice. Let's see what he says.
Sir, could you please watch us while we're in the
Of
pool?
course. I can watch the pool while y'all swim. By the way, Brandon said you were looking for these.
Oh. How about that? The last of our rules.
You know what this one is by trial and error.
Yeah. So you'll never get the last one wrong, but it's still good practice to identify what that rule is. And that rule is to always have a floaty nearby. And do we have a floaty nearby?
We have our cute little dolphin right with us.
We sure do. We got our dolphin with us. Exciting stuff. All right. We got our grown-up supervision. We got all of our rules. We got our floaty. It's now time to party. So let's get this party started.
I love the music addition to this too. It really makes it feel like a party atmosphere.
Yeah, it might be hard to hear for the folks listening to or watching this webinar, but yeah, we have some fun party music that plays as you start moving the pool. And look, all of our friends, yeah, they got into the water. Now, we learned in Pool Party 1 that the safest way to enter the water is feet first, using steps, often on the shallow end. However, if you are a strong swimmer, you can absolutely jump in the water. Nothing to stop you there. But we like to practice safe swim practices, so we are going to get in the pool using our feet first from the ladder. And amazing, we actually get to go in the water. Wow. I think you can't see what Heather sees right now. She's still in the water. What you can see now is the summary page. So to provide a quick overview, providing a lot more information in our summary pages than on the iPad. You can see here is the entire transcript of the experience, along with everything that was said, all the coach banners. It also includes any button selections that happen. So here you can see that we skipped to rule 2. You can see that selected. Here I put that Heather picked the right pool icon, so we have that one selected. And yeah, just a really nice running transcript. Heather, is there anything else to add about the summary page?
I think it's such a great addition, and combined with the content that your awesome team is building, it really takes Floreo up another level. So we're really excited to hear what everyone thinks about Pool Party 2 and also about the browser experience when it launches in a couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that announcement. And Marcia, thank you again for telling me about Pool Party 2. Can't wait until we chat about our next round of content.
Sounds great. Thanks for having me. As always, love to be here with you next to the fire.